Are you sick and tired of people calling you a noob in Rocket League? Do you wish you could get sick goals? Well, don't worry about a thing. It's me, the Orange Knight 12, and I am joined by my friend the Guardian. And we are going to be teaching you everything you need to know about playing Rocket League well. Pretty soon you'll be able to score sick goals like this! You want to learn how to do that, right? Of course you do! Well, you can do it as well. But you're going to need some discipline, and you're going to need to know how to learn to play well. So I'm going to teach you everything you need to know. Joined by my friend the Guardian, we'll be able to show you everything you need to know to make awesome shots. And how to also play well. Use good skills, defense, and other things you need to know. So you can do things like this. Ride the ball up the wall, center it and get ready for teammates, who can then come in and go for the goal. And then you'll reach some nice points. Both of you, in fact. So, how exactly do you do this? Well, let's go ahead and teach you things. First off, I'm going to need to go on the opposing team. Now, Guardian, don't do anything yet. So the first thing we're going to teach you about is face-offs. In a face-off, you have to go ahead and go up to the ball and try to hit it. So Guardian, come at the ball. So the goal is to try to hit the ball, so that way it can go towards the opposing side. Like so. You want to continue playing the ball at that point, and try to put pressure on the opponent so you can go for goals. Like that. That's a really cool skill, isn't it? Of course it is! This is a tutorial though, so we need to teach you everything you need to know. So, what is there to learn? First of all, you need to learn the main controls, aside from moving and steering. It's important to know how to jump and flip. With the simple press of the X button, you can jump. If you press it in a direction, you will flip. But if you're gonna hit the ball, you might want to make sure you flip in the right direction. Flipping in the wrong direction or flipping at the wrong time can lead to easy goals like the one just scored by me on Guardian. So this is why it's important to win things like face-offs. Flipping is as simple as pressing X and then selecting a direction, or just like holding a direction on the control stick and then pressing X again. It's like double jumping, honestly. You can use this to go ahead and get up to speed. You also want to know about boost. Typically the boost is on the circle button, but I set it to square to make it easier. Holding the boost button allows you to go really fast Sonic style. Like this. Now Guardian, don't go after the ball for a bit. You can collect boost by going ahead and going to these pads here. Press triangle to change your view so it's not the ball, by the way. You might want to get to them before your opponent. If an opponent gets to it first, then they'll likely be able to boost starve you and take all your boost. 1 sec. Never mind. That was unexpected. So Guardian, let's skip this replay because it's pretty slow. And now I'm going to teach you about demolitions. So don't go after the ball, Guardian. So what is a demolition? A demolition, or demo for short, is when you go at your opponent really fast. In order to do this, you need to be supersonic. Now there's two ways of going supersonic. You can either boost until you see your trail come under your tires, or you can flip 3 times, which will bring you to supersonic speed easily, which is pretty useful. You can see trails when you go supersonic too. If you want to demolish someone, you have to go make sure you're on your trail. And then if you run into someone while you're going fast enough, you will demolish them. Meaning that their car will be destroyed and they'll be out for a certain amount of time. Usually 3 seconds, like this. When they get put back, they'll be set back to the default boost though. So if you have a low amount of boost, and then you get demolished, you can use it to get boost back. But it can be a downside if you have high boost. This is the perfect, using demolitions can be the perfect opportunity to try to get the ball away from your opponents, Or in better cases, get rid of them so that you can score on them, which can be useful. If you demolish your opponent, they won't be able to challenge you well. So challenging your opponent is important, which is why demolishing is useful. But since the turn radius isn't very good on the cars, it's not easy to get demolished. Plus, people will obviously notice, and you can get wrecked easily, or stopped, as Guardian was able to dodge me from the demolition. So what are some advanced skills you want to know? Well, one of the major advanced skills you want to know if you want to go pro and things of that nature is probably the skill that's known as aerialing. Aerialing is pretty simple, also known as rocket flying. It happens when you go ahead and jump up, like this, and then you hold the boost button, like so, allowing you to fly. It's that simple. Or it would be if you didn't have to worry about turning. You obviously will turn while trying to commit an aerial, and that can lead to this, which means you'll spiral out of control and miss the ball. If you want to try to be slow, you'll have to try stop and then go ahead and turn, like this. It's not the easiest though to control aerialing, but it can be done. So that's a basic skills to learn for overall playing. So that's just the basics. Guardian obviously is much better, so he can do better with these skills. Obviously, we are not done though. We still have a couple of things to talk about, so let's go ahead and set up for our next thing. So now let's go ahead and do some scenarios as if we're playing an actual game. I will be on orange this time and Guardian on blue. So, here's the face-off. Make sure you challenge the ball. A good tip for face-off is to boost and then flip to try to hit the ball, allowing you to get faster. This can also lead to you being able to do this, allowing you to get the ball unchallenged for a perfect shot. In this case, I just literally just hit above me and was able to get the hit on it. So I got a good tap and scored. Now, you might be at different angles when you do this, and when you're with multiple people, you might be at a different angle overall, and some people might be able to get faster. If you're closest to the ball, go for it. Other than that, you may notice that the type of flipping that I do will depend. If you're aiming forward, we'll do a forward flip / dodge. Well, flip, I guess. It's dodging when you do it to the left or right, which you can do to try and mess with the attack, like this. It's also useful when trying to hit it this way. And then you have backflips, which obviously have you go backwards. Backflips can be useful for hitting the ball backwards, or in some cases forwards. Plus, you can keep your car stationary, which means you don't have to worry about those awkward moments where the ball can just go ahead and roll, where your car will just land awkward on its side upon hitting it. So flipping is great, and you want to use it for shots, because flipping or dodging into every ball can mean you can change the angle and how the shot works, which can help out a lot, as you saw there. Depending on where you hit it, when you hit it, that's basically going to affect how you make a shot. Now, let's say that the ball gets popped into the air, or rolled up on the wall. That's where aerialing can come in. If you find some boost, or you have enough, let's say the ball is over here and rolls up the side, and starts to bounce. You can either wall ride it, like most people, or if it's in the air, you can use aerialing. Usually this will happen if the ball gets pinched on the wall, but you can try use aerialing to reach the spot on the wall where it could hit, or at least get far enough to go for a shot. It's likely to come back and get you in the butt if you're not careful, but usually it will help you out regardless. Like the following. So let's go ahead and change up things. Let's just exit this match for a moment and set up something. Now we need to go ahead and show you how to go ahead and work with your team together. We should probably demonstrate this in an actual match. In this case, I will be doing I'll be doing some doubles, which will probably be the easiest way to do so. Also, I need to go ahead and change out my newbie clothing. Much better. Alright, now we're ready. So let's go ahead and show you how to actually play well. So we're on the same team, we're on Team Blue, and we're going against these guys. These guys are veterans, and one of them is a semi-pro. I'm closer to the ball, so I can go for it. If you jump or dodge to the ball, and the other person doesn't, it can change things. It's important to alternate between offense and defense too. It should be important that you have one person attacking and one person defending in this case. In the case of defense, you want to have one person in goal waiting to defend and another person going for the clear, as you can see. I usually play the one that's on defense and I don't go for clears often. You should also use the chat message setup to go ahead and show what you're trying to do. Like for example, if I'm going for center, I want to make sure that I go ahead and say that's what I'm going for. But you want to make sure that you're also fast enough to say it or that it's not going to change. Now it's all the Guardian, as I just said, all yours. I could have gotten the shot, but unfortunately I was a bit late on it. So now I'm going back to defense. The ball can be unpredictable. Guardian says he has it, so now I can tell not to go for the ball and then wait it out. That shot honestly missed, but had not, that would have been an issue. Luckily, however, I was able to cover for Guardian, and the opponent missed, so that was useful. Now that was just a careless dodge by me. You might want to change up your accuracy a bit and swap between ball cam and off ball cam. If you go ball cam, you can see where the ball is easier, but it might mess up your accuracy. And if you have ball cam on, you can see where the ball is. As you can see, I made that shot without ball cam, and my accuracy was pretty much improved. I was able to make better contact with the ball. As you can see here, Guardian's closer. This is one of the cases where the spawn is random. Because he's closer, I can let him go on the face-off and get ready in case the ball comes back and nab it, just in case. Stay aware of the field. It's important to go ahead and pay attention to what's going on. If I didn't know what was going on with the ball or what was going on with the other teammate, I could have missed this opportunity to shoot because I either would have been preoccupied with the opponent or I would have tried to go ahead and do something else. See, now I'm closer to the ball, which means I should go for it. And Guardian can sit back and defend. I can tell Guardian if he should go for it by saying that it's all his. Now, we were a bit disoriented with that one, and he ended up missing. Honestly, we don't have a problem, though. We're still sitting at the top 2-1. We can also compliment each other or have reactions, honestly. You want to pay attention to where the ball is going, honestly, or more than where it is. If you can figure out where it's going to end up, then it can be pretty useful for going ahead and doing saves like that. That could have been a clear shot, but I was able to save it. Also, you don't need to be on defense all the time. Just because you're on defense doesn't mean you need to sit at goal. You can go ahead and play a bit offensively, and you can still be ready to defend if you need it. Obviously there, I wasn't really that fast enough to save it, and I made things worse a bit. And now the game is tied. I ended up pushing it in, so rip me, I did terrible with that. But we still have a chance. Guardian was able to come in and avenge for me. Make sure you're paying attention to what is going on. That was quite a brilliant play there. I was able to go ahead and get them off the ball. They both missed double committing. You never want to double commit to the ball, because that can be an issue and you could end up failing defense. So that was the perfect opportunity for me. I'm closer, so Guardian can defend. Always swap between offense and defense. If you're more likely to go ahead and get a save, then you should go ahead and handle defense, or if you're closer. Be sure to always swap. It's not really a good idea to constantly stay in one position for too long. That was quite the save there, as you can see, by Epic Save. So now I can follow up, and since I am overall able to leave the ball alone, I can sit around here and wait until something happens so I can pop the ball this way. Guardian pops it over. That could have been the perfect aerialing opportunity, but I knew what to save it. However, that other person was clearly able to aerial his way out. The ball's on the wall now, but I know he's going to go for it. Guardian's going to pass it back just to keep it on defense. I am ready just in case it comes over. Guardian ends up nipping me, but since he's in defense already, I know he can get it. Careful, because opponents can redirect the ball and make your life for you absolutely terrible. At least for shooting things of that nature. That was a nice way to stop the ball. I could rotate the defense and easily, like, save the thing. I mean, and that was quite a victory there. Kind of simple, but we got it. Nonetheless, we got it. So, I guess I hope that info helped you out with the overall your skills and gameplay. So that was basically, I'm going to say that this wasn't our first part. This was kind of like our first tutorial, but honestly, this is not going to be the end of tutorials. We're going to go with more in-depth in things, and considering Guardian will end up with a mic at some point, I'll probably be able to go more detailed on things. GG. Yeah, that makes sense. Aside from that, that's basically going to be the end for the tutorial today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see more tutorial videos. I know I've made 2 uploads today, but I really want to get some things done. Let me know what you thought of the tutorial videos, and if you want more, woo! And if you want more, then Guardian and I will be able to do more. But for now, Guardian's gotta go, so that'll be the end of the video. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all later. The Cavalry sign out. Bye!